Welcome to Code as It Is, your topics, our views. In the last video, I have given the small introduction about the Python, what could be the definition of Python, why we use Python, what is will be the history of the Python. If you have not seen that, please go and see that. In today, I will be describing how to download the Python, how to install the Python, how to run a small Python command using various IDE available in the market. So let's start. So if you go to this www.python.org, this one is the main site. This main source for the Python. You can get all the information related to the Python. It's the latest release, its community information, all the details, all the documentation, all the release notes. By default, if you see here, it shows the latest version of this Windows, Unix machine, Linux machine, OS machine. Others for others inside you can get for others like Linux kernels, the different active Python version. You can also need Docker image. I will capture this in a next video. What is the Docker image? If you want to give the previous version, this will show the latest version. If you not need the latest version, if you need the previous version, you can go here. You can check this. All the schedules are there. Release notes are there. If you go here, it contains all the versions of the Python. Whatever you need, you can click on this and it will be downloaded on your machine. Once it's downloaded, you just have to click on it. It's a simple exe file. Click, and then it will be installed. In between, it will ask for setting the path. If you have selected that checkbox, then it's okay. Otherwise, you have to do some changes for setting the path variable in the control panel. So how we do this? We have to go to the control panel, go to the system, go to the advanced setting, then environment variable. If you go to the path there, I click on the new one or edit one, add the Python installation path. So suppose if you have installed Python inside C colon Python folder, then you have to provide C colon Python. That's it, and it's all done. Okay, so let's take any command from where we can see that. So let's see here. If Python is installed on your machine, click just write the Python. If this prompt is coming, it means that Python is already installed on your machine. By default, it's saying Python 2.7.17. If it's not sent, and if you want to check the version of this Python, you have to just write Python. Okay. For exiting the command from of the Python, you have to write exit call and bracket, small bracket. It will exit. Now, if you want to check the version on which you have installed, just write Python and hyphen v version. It will give you the version installed on your machine. Other way to check this, same. It will also give you the same. If you don't know where Python is installed on your machine, you have to write where.exe and then write the Python. It gives the path from where Python. Now on my machine there is two Python code written. C Python 27. It contains the 2.7.17. The another one is for Python 3 version, third version. So I can have the n number of version of Python installed, but the path I have set it is C colon Python 27. That's what it's going to by default 2.7.1. If you want to run anything specific to that, then you have to go to the path and then you have to run with the python.exe. Now clear the screen. Okay, so let's run the Python. If you click here, it comes with Python. Now Python installed. So suppose check whether it's running or not. If you write this, it's giving the answer. If you write 10 plus 20, it's giving the answer. If you click here, print my first example, it gives you the example. It's so easy to run. Now you are running the Python code. Now we are running on the command prompt. I don't want to run in on a command prompt. I want a file which will be created. So let's take a notepad. Just created a simple notepad. I will save into the same folder. The Python extension of the Python is .py. So you have to write this. Let's say first example dot py. Click on the save button. By default it's saved. So let's write the same thing here. Print 10 plus 20, or you can write print my first example of Python. Save it. Now go to the command prompt. For running this, you have to write Python and the name, first example. Now come it from here. After that, we have to go to the path of the file. Now I have saved the path in file in the practice file. So now I am there. So you have to write Python and the name of the file. We click here. It gives you the answer. It's so easy. So you can save all these your codes here. If you write something, if you declare any variable, if you write some modules package, you can directly write in a simple notepad and then run it. That's I have already covered. The next one is Visual Studio Code. So what is Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is a lightweight IDE developed by the Microsoft. You can go here, https code visualstudio.com/download. I have already opened that. Okay, you can download it for Windows and other versions like Unix, Ubuntu, RPM, Mac version. You click on the download. I have already downloaded it. You can download and simple run it. It doesn't need anything. It's freeware. It's lightweight. It also gives annotation, and it has n number of extension. If you are working with the JavaScript, the Python, C#, it gives you innumerable features to work on. So let's start. I've already opened it. I have installed. So by default, this one is the Visual Studio Code. For checking whether your extension is installed or not, you just go here. This one is called extension. By default, the first one is the workspace. I have currently moved it to the C into the practice. You can change it to any folder. It will list all the files in a practice folder. I have to see here. It's pointing to the practice folder. It gives you the search feature. You can search anything. Source control, if you are aware about the source control, it by default gives you the access to the source control. You can directly work with the code repository, check in, check out. This one is the running console. You can run directly here. This one is for extension. You can see here n number of extension for the Visual Studio Code. You can install it. This one is for the testing purpose. And the last one is for Git Lens. If you heard about the GitHub or Git Lens. So now first check whether Python is installed or not. I have already installed, but for this you have to write here Python. The first one generally comes is for Python. See here, I have already installed it. So you have to just click on the install. It will directly install on your machine. Simple. Let's create one simple file. By default, this will come to your path. Let's create one simple file here. So you can save file here. You can save the file in the same folder. Make sure while saving the file, the extension should be .py. I've created this. Let's write the same thing. The moment you create the file, it by default comes here. Let's same thing we can do here. Let's say print. See here, impression is already coming. Why? Because I've installed the Python extension. So it will give you it will help you to write the code also. I'm writing the simple one, so it's very easy. Save it, and for running this, you have to enter shift and enter. See here, it's giving you the answer 30. So for executing this code, what you have to do, you have to select shift plus enter, and then it will run the code. Let's take another example. Print my example of Python from Visual Studio Code. Save these, click on the shift and enter, will again show. Showing this 30 and this. If you have anything error in here, it will show here, so don't worry. So this one is from Visual Studio Code. Now if you come to, okay, this one is the link from where you can download it. It's a freeware. So we now come to the Visual Studio 2017 and 19. It has three versions. One is for free community, which is, it's free for like learning purpose. It's free. So there is two more versions. One is professional enterprise, that's for the organization development. Okay, it's IDE given by the Microsoft. It has n number of features. It's very huge IDE. You can develop ASP.NET, MVC, Python, R system. There are a number of other mobile development, Xamarin. You can do the game development, Unity. All are integrated. So it's a huge tool. It's a freeware. Free community has, it's free for learning purpose for the students. But for others like professional enterprise, they give same number of features and they charge, much. So it's only mostly useful in organization like professional enterprise version. So from where do you get this? You click here. By default, it will show the latest version, Visual Studio 2019. Community, it's free for us, for developers, the small developers, and as well as for learners. Professional enterprise, they have 1 month of the trial version, but after that, you have to purchase it. If you need the previous version, you can go here and check the previous version also. Because by default, older version, by default it will give you the latest version like Visual Studio 2019. But if you need the 17 another version, you can click here older version, and it will give you the older version also, like 17, 15 others. Try to get on 19 or 17 at least. So first thing, how do we check that whether Python you have installed or not? So once you install the Visual Studio on your machine, by default installer will be on your machine. It will be installed on your machine. It will handle the Visual Studio installation. So click on this Visual Studio installer and it will open this one. Sorry. Okay, by default this one is opened. Click on the modify part. It will show the modules or the packages which is installed on your Visual Studio. Check whether Python is installed or not. If Python is not checked, then you have to check it and modify. Click on the modified. I have already installed it, so I don't have to install. So this one is for checking whether Python is installed on Visual Studio or not. Now I have installed this Visual Studio. Let's open the Visual Studio. Okay, I have opened the Visual Studio for creating a small project in this. What we have to do, go to the file, go to the new, click on the project. Once you have installed Python extension on your Visual Studio, see here by default Python is coming. It gives two more features. One is for machine learning and another one is for web. Visual Studio, you can see here there's n number of others technology you can work with. So I have to create a simple small demo. So what we can do, we can create the Python application. It's by default opening. Let's take in this first example, Visual Studio 2017. Just simple. Give the name. By default location is C into the practice. Click here. It will take less than a minute to create a small project. See here, this Osmo. I will give you the explanation of each and every date, but first, by default, it will create one .py file for you. Simple. You can write just here, print. See here, it will give you the annotation. 10 plus 20. Click here. Just click on here. It's running the Python. If you see here, C program file. They have installed another version, the latest version, Python 36, python.exe. 30 is the answer. To click here. So let's take one more example like print and say my first example in Visual Studio 17. save it, and then run. Simple. By default it's giving you the answer. So we have covered this also. There is one more, it's IDLE. It's by default come once you install the Python, it will come with us. It's IDLE, it's integrated development and learning environment. It's a free, so you don't have to pay this. You can directly use this. I can show you the link also. Here, if you go here, docs.python.org, back to 3 library. It's freeware. IDLE is a Python integrated development. It's developed by the Tinkner Joy toolkit. 100% coded in Python, so it's Python based. If you have installed the Python on your machine, if you click here IDLE, by default open. If you click here, it will open it. Okay, by default it's opened. You have to click new file, click on the new file, save the file, go to the same folder where we have put all this. So you can say first example idle.py. Okay, I have written this. Let's take an example, the same example here also. Save it. If you click here run, there is 3 options. Either you have to go to the Python shell and then run, then directly run here. If you click here the run module, it will give the answer. So don't have to go anywhere, just right here print. See here again my first example in IDLE. Select, go here, run the module. See, it's running perfectly fine. So today we have covered the how to download the Python, how to install it, how to set the environment variable if it's not installed already, and then how to run this with the command prompt, with the Visual Studio Code, the Visual Studio 2017. 19 also follow the same process as for the 2017. IDLE GUI. In the next video, coming video, I will be showing you about the variable, data types, operators. Till then, if you have any query, please write in the comment box. I will make sure that every comment must be answered. The last, thank you for listening me.